Trading live London session. If you look right here, I'm about to get not stopped out of this trade here. We've got a bit of a double top. I took one earlier today because it just looked really good. Yep, just got stopped out for 1R. But I'm fine with that because we had a pullback. It came up, rejected again, and we're about 8 minutes till market open. So I just don't want to be part of it. As I said, market open is just a gamble. Like it could go up, but this double rejection up here, I want to be out of it in case we shoot back down bearish after the market open. So anyway, it was a nice trade. Took it down here off of this. Let me show you on the 5 minute. Yeah, took it off the bounce off when it came down here, entered in as it came green, and just rode it up. Again, maybe could have stayed in it and see, but again, it's gambling for me because market open, it could shoot all the way down here before going up. And I want to take my profits off, which is 1R. It's a nice way to start the day. So, with that being said, before we get started, we've got some time. Some of the analysis that I've been doing have been showing me that I think I'm trying to enter in a little too early. I'm not waiting for the markets to really develop and showing me what they're due, later in the first hour and the second hour after market open. So, we'll see. We'll see how that goes and how that analysis plays out. So let's say take a look at the news today, though. First, see what we have. Yeah, absolutely nothing. Nice. All right. So it's a Monday. You never know what Mondays will hold. And honestly, this could keep going. We might have just gotten barely stopped out. Oh, they hunted my stops. No, they didn't. They don't care where your stops are. It's just the market moving where it's supposed to be moving. We got in for 1R. Let's take it. Let's not gamble that on market open because market open, it'll probably go both ways and not. It could knock you out. So you might as well just take your profits before market open. That was my plan all along. So no news, which is nice. Let's go look at my FX books. So last week, rough week for me. It was the first week in the last 7 that I have had a losing week. And, I was essentially due for one. But the fact is, what we have to bear in mind is the fact that also, last week was when things changed, right? So the time zones changed, so it's an hour later, or was that 2 weeks ago? I don't remember, but it threw off my whole routine. So now I'm trying to get back in my routine because it takes me later in the day. The kids are around, and so it's been keeping me on my toes. So let's see how this week's go. Last week we went at our count. We lost more than that because we had lost some the previous week. But let's take a look at that. So last week, yeah, essentially last week started on the 6th. We were at uh, just under 0%. And then, yeah, we lost all last. We had one good day, but we lost. So this month we're down 2% on the since because we started up here. But that's okay. As I said, my percent win per rate right now sucks. It was a rough month last month, and I know a lot of other people and I know a lot of other people had a hard time last week. Uh, yeah, price is still shooting. We just got stopped up, but that's okay. So my win rate, yeah, again, 37% sucks. But what I do like to see is average win 44, average loss 31. So a little less than 1.5, but that's okay because again, this win rate is going to make us money. This RR, so the win to loss ratio times our RR is 1.5. So all we need to do is pick up our win rate a little bit this week and we'll be fine. So not too concerned. If this continues this week, then we're going to have to be taking a look. And yeah, look at it shoot up. But again, this is right before market open. Market open, we could see it go either way. So don't feel like you're leaving money on the table, especially if you want to, it kind of meets with here where we closed last week and it could just shoot back down. But that being said, enough talking, enough chatting. We're here to do some charting. So let's remove all of our drawings. Let me take a picture of this for yeah, look at that shoot up. Let me take a picture of this for my journal. Okay. And let's remove everything. I'm actually going to put my position back on here because I want to be able to see that on my journal for later. So there's that. Now let's just go to our daily and we'll get started. So again, we saw a big push up last week. We're kind of above where these close now, so I'd like to see this continue to push on out of here, which is why I was in long. But we'll have to wait and see. So what we're going to do is just going to put our high and lows in purple, and then where could price go? High of Friday is, of course, a very realistic first target, and then if it continues to push past that, I would say probably somewhere there, and then right there. All we need for today. If it goes down, maybe somewhere there. If it keeps pushing, all of these wicks with these over here, and then finally probably down there. You could also put it right there because of the 9, and then you could put a final one like on these two bottoms. So that's all we need. Let's go to the hourly. Maybe we can adjust these lines a little bit. Okay, so I like that, like that. Yeah, if we keep breaking down, which admittedly, as I said, we could. Let's start marking out where our resistance. So this is definitely hourly support right here. And we're right next to this hour because we see wick, wick, top, top, lining up here. Like this all kind of lines up. So to me, this is definitely hourly resistance. I don't know why I always put it so far out since we don't have that many hours. Anyway, so we have market open. That's all we need right now. And if it keeps on going, then we would have this bigger area of resistance up here on the hourly. And if it keeps dropping, we've got tons of room. So I'm not even going to bother putting something in. Like nearest stuff would be, nearest support would be like down here. So let's drop down to the 5. Okay, so we've got that and we've got that. We could put a middle line in here to go short, but we have all that consolidation. But we could put something right here where if it closes below, I'd say right there. If it closes below there, we can consider going, let me put this here because that's where that one went. So we see a rejection. So we can maybe look like geniuses because now it's going to probably have this rejecting wick up there. So now we have this dropping down, going bearish. But again, we don't really know what's happening. We have our lines. If it goes above here, we can go bullish, up to maybe high a day. If it goes below here, test and retest, we could try to go short down to the 200 or low of day. So that's all we need for German, for that. Oh, that was US 30, sorry. And now let's go do the same thing on DAX. Again, it's market open. We're not trading market open. I've gotten burned way too many times trying to practice patience. Just recorded a podcast today about the importance of routine and habit. So trying to keep my routine the same every day. Hello? We do see the rejecting here, so we could see DAX just pull back a little bit and then continue to push up. Continues to push down, 9 for sure. Drops the 9. We do have that, but that's really a close target, so maybe somewhere there. And then finally there, and then finally there. And if it goes above that, where above 200, where it could go, probably the high over here from Friday and the 13th would be our next target. So hourly kind of range bound right now. Like if you just look, we've just been do. So not, I say that's a support. Resistance is pretty, like that's one level, honestly. If you trace it across, yeah, poke through, but we have it here, this rejecting wick, so let's just keep following it. And then finally, if it makes it past there, then we have up high up here. Yeah, flipping around now, definitely going bullish. So let's just wait and see, be patient, and then up there. All right. So now let's drop down to the 5 and see what we have. I have this gap that has not been filled yet, so it would not surprise me to see that go. Let's put this here, because if we close above that, that for me is good for a long. And if we close below, let's say here, we could go short, kind of right around the 200. I won't really want to do it above the 200. So let's get it closed below 200, test, retest, and then go. So I think that's all we need. Again, we went pretty fast today. I'd like to, honestly, I'd like to go bullish, take it and fill this gap up here. Gaps don't always get filled though. So let's wait and see how the price moves. Sorry, just checking. I'm trying to get my phone to charge. It's iPhone 11 shorting. Or is it the cable or is it the phone? I don't know. There we go. I played 4 hours of basketball yesterday. I'm still trying to hydrate. So let's duplicate this. Get our two, get them up both side by side. So as always, US 30 on the left. I like my decision to get out of there. We kind of have this double top forming. It could go long, obviously, but it's always a gamble. And it definitely dropped way past that. We would have seen half our profits go. So getting out at 1R right before market open, I never hold over market open, just one of my rules. So not disappointed with that at all. So that's on the 5. Let's pull it up on the 15 now. 15, it's hard to tell. Like this could be just a retracement and now we keep pushing, but we also have a bit of resistance forming here. So we could just be looking at a bit of a double top and then start pushing down as well. Dow, it was hard for me. I really liked this retracing and then going long, which is why I got in. But again, this also could not be, this could be actually a low, then we have a lower high, and then we keep pushing down bearish. So there's a few ways we could go today. I'm not really married to either one of them. I'm just gonna have to wait and see what we have coming. So let's take a look at this. So we did break down. So yeah, so it didn't shoot up with, even if it did, it doesn't matter. I read a great tweet, or Tim Hugard, I'm part of his, Tom Hugard, I'm a part of one of his Telegram groups, and he had this thing that he was saying, and he said, here quote, the nagging feeling you have when you close a trade thinking I need the profit to feel better, but I really shouldn't trade my feelings, but I am going to do it anyway, and then you keep an eye on it, and even though you technically and financially are no longer invested in it, but now every move below your exit price is a stab in the emotional ego, and every tick above the exit price is a pat me on the back validation for you getting out. I did the right thing. Am I overanalyzing it? That was his question. So, like, it's kind of cool to see that even a super successful, super professional trader still has those feelings. Like, you're going to have those feelings. So don't feel bad about feeling those feelings. We all have them, and we just have to all learn how to deal with them. I was telling my brother, Leave, on our podcast, Anarchy Trading, that I've been trying to focus on take my trading a little bit to the next level. So I'm now starting to focus a bit more on the macro price action, because I've really focused recently on like the 5 minute, right? 5 minute, 15 minute, 1 minute. Like that's all I do. And it's really near focus. Like up to on this, I can see what part of Friday and then today. So I can't see that much. So I'm starting to try to focus on looking at all of it holistically and look at it on a bigger thing. All right. So we see Dow making a push, bullish. Kind of had this initial drop down. Now we're trying to push, but we have rejected this level 1, 2, 3 times, and we've rejected up here. So to me, this is it'll be interesting to see if we can break this or not, because we could also just push up here, and honestly, we could range for a while. Again, this is for probably my own well-being, but this is a no trade zone. The reason why we mark it as a no trade zone, it's consolidating. We're going up, down, up, down, up. We're trying to go up now, but we definitely haven't yet. So right now we just have consolidation. There's no trading any of this. We are starting to try to break down. And honestly, like we could play this a little tighter, like if it breaks there. Like this here, but it was kind of just completely blown through, like it was kind of invalidated. So it was some consolidation, but it was just broken, busted through. So maybe we could go short if it breaks here, but the 200 is below it. So kind of want to be a little bit cautious of that. And yeah, as you can see on the one, just absolute garbage. Like there's nothing here to trade. So next candle opening up. This is also going to be the final minute of the first 15. Let's see what's happening with 15. Honestly, nothing much. Again, we're trying to push up here on Dow. DAX just in the middle. Honestly, we've rejected DAX. So DAX is rejected. So are we going to see this now start pushing back down? If so, as I said, I am interested in going short here, at least down to the 15, 228. I'm still more bullish on Dow. Looks more bullish to me than DAX. I like the price action on bulls in general, not the last, of course, 15 minutes to last hour or so of price action. But in general, we have a nice down, consolidated, which is normal. Now big push up. So that will be interesting to see. Do we consolidate here and then start pushing back down, or are we just going to consolidate here and push up? Don't know yet. DAX again still looks to me like it might be. We had this big rejection wick on, so we could see that. Could we see, hop on the 15 and ride it down? Like I would love to see that personally, but let's see. What I don't want to get stuck is getting in too early. Like it's been burning me. Like the last week, I think I've had a little fear, a little FOMO. I've had a lot of stress going on in my personal life from a few things with my business and everything. And so I definitely don't trade as well when I'm under stress. So maybe it was just for stress and everything. But we saw a push down, new lower low. We see a push down on DAX. Now we have to see, can we get a push down, retest, and then another push? So that's the question. Because otherwise we could suck back up when we just go back into consolidation. Again, same thing for DAX. This is a no trade zone. This is consolidation. We're not doing anything there. And again, we're rejecting that support, getting sucked back up. Dow is still trying to push out bullish, but it keeps getting rejected. And I feel like DAX is trying to get pushed down, but it keeps getting rejected. So they're kind of on opposite sides of the range, but they're both doing the same thing, just in slightly different directions. I mean, if you were a betting man or a person that was into trading consolidation, what you could do is, there'd be people that you buy here and just aim to take it up to there, or if it's up here, you can trade this consolidation. It's just not my style. It's not how I trade. Maybe someday I'll try to learn, but right now I'm going to draw another line down here because that's the line that I took my first trade on. But yeah, I think I got interrupted. But what I was saying is, I've been noticing that the market tends to move really well, like around an hour to 2 hours after market open. So I'm thinking about trying to experiment a little bit, and let's duplicate it. Let's just go look at another. Let's look at one of these charts on one screen, and then do it on like the 1 hour or something. So right now we have like 2 o'clock. Let's see, can I get a London Open market? London Open. Let's see if we can get a London Open. Settings. I don't care about that or that. It's clearly not at the right time. Do I have to move this to London time? Yeah, clearly not what I'm looking for. No, I had one. Market sessions. That should do it. Now let's change that. Puts time zone. We're +7 here. We don't care about session 2 or session 3. What's wrong with this? It's like 8 o'clock. It should be 8 o'clock local time. We gotta move this. Almost. Okay. I have no idea what's wrong with these stupid things. There we go. Okie dokie. Let's just go take a quick look. Getting a retest on DAX. Let's go check that out because I might want to get in short. Let's wait though. Right above the 200. We did get a retest. Let's see if we get a quick breakdown. Yeah, we did, but it's just so far down. Maybe we'll wait for DAX. I mean Dow. All right, so we'll go back and look at that in a minute. But right now, I've seen this happen a couple times though, and we're just so close to market open that it like goes down, fakes us out, and then goes back up. So I'd really like to see like a coming up, but just not just one candle. But let's see. If so, we missed it, and that's okay. Like that was my look. I'm just worried it's such a big candle, and we only had like it was like a one candle pullback. Dang it. Yeah, we lost and we missed it. That's okay. There'll be more. That was a nice move, and we could watch it just suck back up. Like honestly, if we can get another retest up here, we can catch it. Again, it was just such a fast move. I'm hoping, like, what I'm trying to look for is maybe a little bit slower pullbacks where it's like 2 candles, 3 candles on the 1 minute, not just a 1 minute pullback and then drop. Because it's not really enough consolidation for me, right? Like, it's not really slowing down enough for me to want to catch it. And we do have the 200 below there. So maybe we keep an eye on Dow. See what happens to Dow in the next 5 minutes. Because if Dow comes, then we have the 200 way down here. This 200 could provide support for DAX, which is why I'm not really interested. We did initially have this down here, didn't we? Like right there. So it was a good look, honestly. Good look. We could have if we gotten in when we wanted to, but I just wanted to see more. It was just moving too fast. Not really good price action. One candle up and then down is just too much, not moving. So let's go back here and let's just look at the price. And honestly, this is something that I've been analyzing is the price during London Open. It's not going back farther for some reason. History. I think that's what will do it. There we go. So trying to see like how does price move during London? Like usually, okay, consolidation and then moves. Consolidation then moves. Consolidation then moves. Consolidation doesn't move. Consolidation and then moves. Consolidation moves. Uh, a lot of move, consolidation sort of, and then moves. Consolidation and then sort of moves, but back and forth most of the day. Like what I'm noticing is quite a bit of. I'm noticing from what a lot of what I'm seeing is that the first few hours, price isn't moving as much, and price really, now this is then you have the New York session open, which is when things start moving, right? Um, oh wait, we're supposed to be looking at DAX even. That's why. Hold on. Hold on. But I'm noticing that usually we get big moves, like we're talking first hour, it's like the second hour or third hour, a lot of times, like is when we're seeing these moves. Not always, obviously. But anyways, ooh, nice rejection on DAX again. Like we're just maybe too late to the party. Okay, so for me, we've closed below now. So let's see if we can get a retest on Dow and then get in short. I'd like to see it come up a little bit. DAX coming back up. So this might be something where we come a bit more. Like we can move this wherever we want, maybe like right there, right? But what I'm waiting to see is a bit more of a pullback that's more than just one candle, right? Like we want to see a couple candles pull back, slow down, and then momentum. Like when it's just big candles, I'm starting to realize that that's kind of when I tend to get into trouble. So we're just waiting for a slightly better entry. I've been trying to analyze why I've been missing some of my trades or losing them, and that's because I'm entering on like a one candle pullback, and we really need to see a few candles pull back. It slows down, and then we get in with momentum. Okay, so back where we had our original line, so we see price pulling back. Now, this is where I start getting interested by going short. Again, I'd like to see it pull back a little bit more, and then we get in short, but I'm lined up here. All right, I'm in short on that rejection on the Dow. So we're going for low of day. Spreads are a bit big on Dow. 225, yeah. That's okay. Yeah, it's not very with the spreads. That could be a little dicey. Should have put a bigger stop loss on there. But let's see. I like the rejection. I like the price action. So now let's see. We just need to break this lower low over here. So need to break that. Got the 9 above us. I'm gonna move that to 55 just because of the spread. The spread's pretty. Now that's 125. That'd be fine. But the spread being higher, just wanted to give it a little bit of room to come up. Let's see here. Again, we entered with momentum, but now we're kind of petering out, so I may be considering, let's just watch and see. Like how it looks in general. Let's look at the 15. So again, we could see this pullback. So now are we going to just push down, or are we just going to pull back here and then start pushing back up? Again, DAX is kind of indicating it's going to keep pushing down, which is what I'd love to see here on the Dow as well. So let's just continue watching. Dow, nice rejection, 9 below the 200. Like that's a really nice look. I could consider if you weren't already in Dow to be able to get into DAX somewhere here, but let's just wait and see where this candle closes in the next minute. Pushing back. Oh, huge gap up. So we might have gone faked out there a bit. So let's see where we close. Big push up. Let's see if we reject that 9. Not likely when you see it go up so far like that. So we did have we waited patiently. We got in, so I'm not regretful of that trade at all. That was a good trade. We just said market's doing what the market's doing. Now let's see if, yeah, we're out. All right. Well, that was quick. Wow. All right. Well, that trade did not work out. Let's see if we can find another. So now we'll just wait. So again, we're testing the 9 here. Like I do like how DAX looks for possibly going short still. We have DAX, the Dow pumping though. So let's just give it a minute, figure out what's going on. Because that was a good look there. I liked how that looked. Now we're going up. Again, we're not going to break our rules. Like, sure, I would love to just go in long and just try to get, but that's not how we trade. So let's just be patient now. All right. So, I mean, if anything, we could be considering going. This is too much consolidation. With DAX here, we could possibly go long here. But need to see a bit more. Again, Dow now again in this consolidation box, DAX going into the consolidation box. So let's just be patient here for a minute and recoup ourselves and figure out what's going on. Welcome, lovely. Come on in. No, 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 come in, come in, come in. Hey, no, love, come in. All right, and I'm back. Had a visit from my wife to check in, touch base on a few things, and now as I said, I took this DAX trade. Maybe it was right after I went, but I took the DAX trade on the rejection on this nice wick, um, and then we saw it flash red, but it may have been premature. Like it fits my criteria, but maybe should have waited for it to turn red. But it's broken this trend. It's going down. Like it looks good to me. It just may not be, which is fine. Like if we lose it, we lose it because now we're just consolidating. But let's see where we go in the next 30 seconds where this candle closes. Like I'd love to have it close below this green line. If not, we just need to be patient and wait because we can't buy it here. Like again, we still can't buy here. We're gonna have to wait until it's up there. We might get a chance with Dow, but again, we're rejecting this level up here. Again, Dow's just consolidating. Um, DAX broke out, kind is rejected. So let's see if we can keep that rejection going. Right now, it's not looking likely. So let's see. Closing in 2 seconds. 1 second. It's gapping up. Let's see if we're going to retest the high and then reject, or if we're just going to push down now, which would be nice, admittedly. There we go. Nice rejection. Now, let's see. Can we push down? We really need to break this. If it's going to keep going, we're going to need to see it break these equal lows here. So if it doesn't, we're going to just keep pushing up. So Dow trying to push down. Again, this is another spot where I'd be looking to get in short if it came down to this red line, but like we're already in, right? So now we're just waiting and seeing what happens. Could have also just been a retest of half this candle, and now we're going to push out of here. But right now, just consolidating, so uncertain of which way this is going to go. Oof, big push up. And we're knocked out. That's disappointing. Might have just been a test, and now we're going to push down, but we could be going bullish as well. So who knows? Disappointing. We're going to take our time because we've only got one more trade for the day. So we really want to take our time and see if we can get a good trade. Big move up would have knocked us out. So, yep, so we're out. Bit of a fake out there. Maybe we should have had our line having to break here instead of up here. but I like the retest and like kind of the rejection wick, so that's okay. So now if we get a pullback down, like it would be tempting to go long on DAX, but it's just so hard to tell. Like this essentially pullback, and now gonna go long would be my guess. So nothing yet, but I would like a long possible here. Up to high of day, something like that. But again, not really seeing. We got to break this first. Can't just get in. See if we can get a break, retest, and then go long. So still in this range. I don't mind that short. Like that looked good as a short, so that's fine with me. Especially came down, retest, rejection, red is good. It's good. It's fine. There's a break on Dow. But rejecting now. Said if we can get a bit of a retest on DAX, I might be willing to go long in here. Different than here because we have can't go long until it's above here with all its consolidation. But this we might be able to. Made a new higher high here finally, but we're rejecting. DAX, if we could pull back to somewhere in the middle of this candle and then push, might get in on some momentum there, but we do have this triple top here, so high, high, high here. So again, everything I'm seeing, we're kind of rejecting the highs here, but we're just consolidating in this zone. Let's see where we close in the next, this will be the first, and this will be close of the 15. So we've dent down, green, green, red, big green. Maybe we can push out of here on Dow. As I said, DAX looks like we could go long, close this gap up there. Still being patient. Nice push on DAX. Just waiting to see if Dow will follow. This turns green. We closed above this. So retest of the 9 if we can flip this green. All right, I'm in long. Right at the flip of that green and stop under that red candle. So you got to give it some room. Might go up, come back down, go up. So we can't put it right there. So maybe another quick day of trading. Flip green, which is what we need to see, but now we're pushing back down. Could have faked this out up high, and now it's going to just drop down again. Like who knows? Kind of consolidating now. Let's see where we. So we did have this nice push up, but where are we going to come down to is the question. Because now we're coming back down. So Again, maybe might have to be tweaking the strategy a little bit because price definitely seems to have been ranging a lot during London here, at least the first few hours. So might need to look at how we're trading this. Right now we're still rejecting the 9, although we're coming down here. So let's see if the 9's enough to catch it or if it's going to break through and knock us out. So where are we going to close the next 45 seconds? Again, we were patient. It came down. We waited for it to turn green. So again, no regrets on this trade. Like I have, like these trades today were all good trades. Like they followed our rules, they followed our lines. We waited patiently. And so if we get knocked out from, it is what it is. Welcome to trading. So nothing really happened there, just consolidated. So now we're just consolidating just a little higher up, came up, consolidating red, green, red, green. So let's see if we can now start pushing this out of here. We need to really make a new higher high if this is going to keep going up. See if we can pass this red line. It looks like we're going to try to now. Pushing. Spread pretty wide on US 30 right now. So pushing, pushing, trying. Can we make a new higher high here or are we going to get rejected? It's 9 so far is holding us. DAX is trying to push as well. This is a bit of a bigger candle. Got a little momentum with us. Let's see now where we can go here. So right now we're barcoding at the top of this range. Again, we're right here, kind of right at the top. So can we break that or are we going to reject back down? There we go. Pushing up a bit. Let's see if we can break this red line. DAX made a new higher high previous. Still trying to push that now. Dow pushing up a little bit. There's a big push. Just need to go up a little higher to make a new higher high. There we go. I think that counts as a new higher high. Equal highs, maybe? We definitely needed that, though. Let's see if we can just get one tick higher. Yeah, okay, good. Now, let's see, realistically, where would our next target be? So we broke this, so target 1 would be up here. Target 2, high of day. Target 3 up here. But let's see how far. That's 2 to 1, so if we can get up there, that would be great. I would like a 3 to 1, but let's not get greedy, folks. Make sure this was all lined up. So I stop right under there. Where did I enter? Pretty much right there. Stop right there. Yeah. So let's see what we can get going here. This is looking nice for a trade. Could be going long. As I said, now that we've gone out of this consolidation, we broke above here. I'm not moving my stop loss because I would anticipate price maybe come down, retest this before going higher. So right now we're not going to move anything, and we're just going to see if we can get a good trade because this is shaping up nicely finally. If it comes back, whatever. No regrets on any of the trades today. We took good trades. Your strategy's not always going to work. So just have to keep our losses to small enough and our winners big enough. So I want to let this really, like, I'd like to get a $1. Like it, we need at least 2R and just be able to, let's get some positivity going today. So pushing up nicely. 25 seconds left. Also only 5 more minutes. Okay, so nice big push up here. Let me, this should show up on the 15. I don't know why it doesn't. Let's refresh. There we go. So we're pushing up on the 15. Realistically, as I said, maybe 5 minutes here or next candle. Let's see if we can push this a little higher. Price comes down, maybe text here, maybe here. We do have our stop below the 9, so that's good. And then, so it could come all the way down, retest this red box, consolidation area, and then we keep pushing up. So we're aiming for high of day. That would be my goal. We'll see if we hit it. So for now, shall we pull up a game of should we pull up a game of chess? What do you think? Game of chess? While we're waiting. Looks like this guy was too scared to play me, huh? All right, let's try again. Wasted a lot of time there. Oh, could have taken him. Wow, that sucked. Uh, all right, where's price going? Price still going up? No, price still going up. Nice. So the question is, do we take out profits now or see if we can keep going? Let's move to break even because that would make sense. And now let's see. I'd like to see it push up a bit more. I think DAX is just retesting here and then it's going to keep pushing. So there we go. A lot of momentum with this new hourly candle. We're flying. T 109, 15, 105, 109, all over the place. It's a big push. 23, 125. When do we get out? 30. All right, 134. I'm out. We're close to our target there, and that is 3R. So we're close to 3R. So let's get out and regroup. Beautiful trade, folks. We finally we needed that one, and I'm done for the day. I don't have the emotions to keep trading. That was just a great move. So let's call it good for the day. We're up 74, so 0.74%. Nice trade on the Dow. Waited patiently. Nice three-play move. It could keep flying. I don't care. We got out when we did. We waited patiently, and we got it. So well done, everybody. Hopefully you took that one with me, which definitely negated what we were taking, and we'll call it good. So anyway, you guys have a great one, and we'll catch you tomorrow.